Welcome back to the Plant Your Flag method, how to write a book that establishes you as the best in the world at what you do. Now, in the previous 3 modules, we helped you find your flag. So we helped you identify that mountain you want to conquer and how you're going to plant your flag at the top of that mountain to be known as the best in the world. We also helped you figure out what book to write first. So you've identified your most valuable prospect, their most urgent problem, and how you can best solve that problem. Now, in Module 3, we sharpened your USP. So we helped you figure out your unique selling proposition, your superpower, if you will. And in this module, we're going to help you outline your book. This is where the rubber meets the road. So if you're ready, let's get to work. What you're doing here with your book is you're creating a process by which that customer can move from the before picture to the after picture. The before picture is where they are currently. They're stuck in that before picture. They're experiencing this urgent need, this problem, and they've tried a whole bunch of different things. Nothing has worked. You have the solution, and we're going to break your solution down into 4 to 5 steps that will migrate that most valuable prospect, your MVP, from the before picture to the after picture. Okay, and these 5 steps are high level steps, but we're going to get into the details shortly. Each of these 5 steps is going to end up being a book chapter, and then each of the sub steps, I want you to come up with maybe 3 to 5 sub steps for each step. Each of those will be a section within your book chapter. So you can start to see the shape of the book emerge. In addition to coming up with these 3 to 5 sub-steps for each chapter, for each step, you're going to want to illustrate each of those sub-steps with an example or a case study. So these examples and case studies could be from your personal experience. They could be clients that you've assisted in the past, or they could even be third-party case studies that you've done research on. You just want ways to drive home the point. After you give the instructions on what to do and why to do it, you want to give an example to help make it concrete. Stories really help people learn. So if you give them a story, the lesson that you're teaching in that subsection will really sink in. So that's it for Module 4. It's simple, but it's not necessarily easy, and the power is actually in the simplicity. So what you're looking at here is the shape of your book. I want you to go ahead, pause this video, and paint a picture. Describe the before that your customer is suffering from and the after, what it's going to look like, the long-term benefits after they have the solution. Now, write down 5 high-level steps to get them from point A, the before, to point B, the after. And then break down each of those high-level steps into 3 to 5 sub-steps. And finally, come up with an example or a case study to illustrate each of those 5 sub-steps. If you get that done, you will have an amazing book outline. This has been the Plant Your Flag method. We just went over outlining your book, and in the next module, we're going to talk about FAQs and SAQs. I'll see you in the next module.